Red Bull on the cut. Oh my god! What an amazing race this is! Gary, your 2022 World Drivers Champion! Hello everyone, welcome to the sprint race in Brazil. It's Boxar on Podcast and the APX has Blake Jackson, A.G.E and Nicholas Palomino. CB, Ultrabro, Sebastiano Campo, Lanfong, Ahmed Silla, Dominic Benedetto, UK War, Bugs Fanucci, Marks Adelaide, Chris Cornwell, Rack Grubley, Garcia, Matthew Hart, Revo, Carlos Eduardo, Theory Headley, Iago, Livery, and more. So here we are, sprint race in Brazil, the final sprint of the season. Let's see who will come out on top. As Let's Go Green, we are underway to start the sprint race. It's going to be a difficult race for these drivers. 7 laps are ahead of us. However, the intermediate wet conditions are going to be a big challenge for the drivers. Through the first 3 corners in the center S's, Bogdasarov is off to a great start in that Mercedes as Chaos Andley with a much better exit, mastering that traction a lot more. He moves up there into first position straight away as Davey Sakira in a second, Spiker momentarily in third as we just drops to 5th. However, he did just overtake Nicholas Palomino there. A great start for Andley, and only inside Bogdasarov going for the move. He overtakes onto the virtual safety car, and out of the race goes Fanucci and Racky Crumpley. Luckily for them, it's only the sprint, but the sprints are quite valuable in this anyways. Just not as valuable as the main races. But yeah, Bogdasarov, that's a bit of a weird one that it went virtual safety car, and he still went for that overtake. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be a very interesting incident to look at. As virtual safety car coming to an end, and Chaos Andley be hoping for a good getaway, and that looks to be the case as he has got a good getaway. However, it's not good enough to be able to catch Bogdasarov down this main straight. And in towards turn 1, Bogdasarov will easily keep his lead. And we're now on to the second lap of 7 here in Brazil, as Livery crosses the line all the way down in P22. Last position now that Fanucci and Crumbley are both out of the sprint. Yeah, it's currently a good day at the moment for Mercedes and Audi. Well, at least for half the garages. Plus the other halves are towards the bottom in 18th and 19th respectively. And as we focus further back towards the somewhat bottom of the field, got Revo alongside Matthew Hart. But there we go, down the inside goes Versio. He takes 16th place off of Revo, who goes onto the grass a little bit there. You can see from all the vibrations coming from their Hart onto a 5-second penalty, so you're going to have to be very careful to not do that. That's very bad for your race. Matthew, just don't be doing that. You've already ruined it, so just don't do it in the main race, alright? As well, that's like fastest lap of the sprint by such a tiny margin. Mark Adelaide looking to get a move on Chris Cornwell. He's alongside the Jaguar into the center S's, and he's alongside him, just trying to get through Adelaide, forcing him as wide as he possibly can. Remember, this was the last race last season. Adelaide did win this race. It was his 4th win that season, and yeah, he's currently showing he's still got them skills. He's learning how to battle really well. Forces out to adapt to a good car that's been difficult driving out the race there. Will Lanfong and UK Mall as his championship just crumbles. As all these races go by, he's looking to be out of this championship fight by the time we reach the final round in Madrid. And that virtual safety car, Daniel Bogdasarov will maintain his lead for longer now. And Andley right behind in hot pursuit. As they head around the final corner, We expect this virtual safety car to end any time now. There we go. The ending time has appeared. And we go green. We are back underway to resume the sprint race. And the top guys have stayed relatively neutral. Never mind, Boxar has had an incredible start compared to Andalay. Just we just had to wait for the gaps to change, and yeah, you can see from miles away that our start was rapid. From Daniel Boltsarov, he's yet to win a main race this season. However, he has just came at the sprint on top form, and he is now looking to get the sprint victory, as he is doing just incredibly well at the moment. Davy Serkiera down there in 3rd position. Of course, he'll be hoping for some more places as he edges closer and closer to play the Dragasonic in the title fight. Sec 2, that's the fastest one for Chaos Andalay. He is rapid on this 4th lap. As in the middle sector, out goes Thierry Headley, as he has an instant now attack of Van Horn. Oh, there was we just saw the Audi momentarily there. It is no longer there, it's been cleared up. But once again, another retirement in the sprint race. This is looking chaotic, and if we get this sort of stuff in the main race, this could be shaping up the championship quite a lot. VSA coming to an end, and we're on the final 3 laps now of this sprint race. Now restart once again, it's going to be important for these drivers, and it looks like it's equal between Boxar and Andalay this time. Never mind. Great, the gaps decided to troll me, and it turns out Andalay is at the better restart. I'm sick of you also trolling me like this. But anyways, now, for BDS in the title fight, of course he wants to gain as many points as possible, as he now tries to get ahead of Davy Serkiera. That is going to be one difficult task. He can try his best to do it, as he's just getting up through these gears, hoping that he can catch Serkiera, but I don't think he will. Serkiera has just as much slipstream as BDS does, so ultimately they're pretty equal on pace. The rain though seems to be clearing, obviously not enough to warrant a pit stop, as we're now on to lap 6 out of 6+1 in this race. Chaos Andalay just hoping to keep second. That should be easy for him. BDS now with an opportunity into turn 4 at the Cena del Lago, however you say it, I forgot. I'm not going to bother trying to say it. BDS now alongside Serkiera. Serkiera's going to hold this line on the inside, and he's going to keep P3. No contact! Oh my god! BDS is now out of the sprint race, and Serkiera's title chances have absolutely massively increased here. He is now in 3rd position, and that is both hyperdrives out in the sprint race here in Brazil. And I'm sure the Brazilian fans in the grandstands will be celebrating this. BDS going for a very risky move on Davy Serkiera. It didn't work out, and his tires went straight off as he went straight into the barrier. Serkiera lucky not to be too harmed by it. But that is it. Both of his competitors are out. They're going to be scoring no points, and for Serkiera, he is going to be scoring quite a few actually, as now Palomino sends it on the inside into the center. As there's contact! Out goes Palomino! And that's another retirement. This sprint race is absolute chaos. Palomino sending it on Spiker into the S's, and it just never worked out. You can see there, he tried to squeeze Spiker out. Of course, Spiker had nowhere to go. He had to keep his line right where he was, and ultimately, out of the race went Palomino. As the virtual safety car ends, Van Horn almost lapped in this whole thing. He's still got to get on to the last lap. He's not even on it yet. He could actually get the fastest lap of the race here. Bogdasarov, though, he's going to come around the final corner, and he is going to be winning the sprint race in Brazil. It's been a while since Merck have stood on the top spot of a podium in any format, but they do it once again. Bogdasarov, winner of the sprint race, as he sets the fastest sector 3 in the end of it. Davis Ricciardo is going to come on for P3, and that's going to be incredible points in his championship fight, as he is now very close to his rival of BDS. And now everyone else is going to cross the line. However, last will be Taco Van Horn, who, looking at that steering wheel, is massively up on his best time at the moment by the look of things, as he's going to head round into the final sector. There is the Toro Rosso. He's going to be last across the line, but is there a fast lap possibly waiting for him? As he's now 4 seconds up. I don't know what that's being compared against, but I assume it's his best time. Definitely not last lap, but he crossed the line. And it turns out, yeah, that must have been to his best lap. But yeah, he easily got the fast lap there by 3.6 seconds. Massive there from Taco Van Horn. But you know, nice Bogdan Sarov, your winner of today's sprint race in Brazil. Kios Anley comes out for second place in the Audi from Davis Ricciardo in the Ford, as this race has been massive for his World Championship. But with that, let's listen to the Baguette National Anthem. Sorry if you wanted today from Andale in Sekiro. After that was Spiker, Ultra Bro, De Benedetto, Ocampo, Ahmed Silla, Max Adley, Chris Cornwell, Verstio, Eduardo, Ravo, Livery, Iago, Hart, and Van Horn. And for only 7 laps, we got retirement of Palomino, BDS, Headley, Fong, UK Ball, Fiducci, and Crumpley. Approximately 1 DNF per lap. 7 retirements in 7 laps. Hey, could that mean we have 18 retirements in the race? Well, you'll find out next time in the main race when the Apex F1 series returns. Have a good day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Wait, let me still say goodbye.